Alright, today we're going to be working on this Chrysler miniature van and Chrysler Pacifica. We're going to be putting ourselves a battery in here. Apparently, these batteries are bad. This is a 3.6 liter, non-turbo, non-diesel, just your average 3.6 liter. I'm going to do as much as recording as I can while I'm doing this. I'm doing it by myself. I'm going to need my other hand a lot of the way. So I'll record when I can. It's a little battery right here. Strap. 10 mil. Big battery. Got to take this off. Yeah, hold down. If the B would leave me alone. Hold down is right there. Another 10. And this guy right here is this little cover dilly. If I pop this open, I gotta take off I think these 3, or these 2, and that one. And just pull this right off, and then unplug these 3. They can only go one way, so that's not gonna be too bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'll record when I can. So far everything is going nice and easy. I got the negative off here, the negative off here. I always take the negatives off. That way you don't have to worry about if you touch the red on anything or the hot, it won't spark. It won't go, it won't do nothing. All right, let's continue. All right, I got that 10 out, negative off over here. This 10 out for the hold down. These are just little battery hold downs. And this one uses a strap system for the smaller battery. So now I'm gonna take this positive off and pull the small battery out. You gotta take the small battery out before you take the big battery out. FYI. All right, let's continue. Pull that off, pull that off. Got tie down strap. We're gonna take off. Pull this little bitty baby battery out. It's supposed to come out nice and easy, but you know how things be. All right, I gotta use 2 hands. Hold on. All right, so I twist it a little bit sideways and pull it out. This is what the battery looks like. This is the original battery. Here's the information. Auxiliary 14 group size. It's AGM. This is the information on there. In case somebody needs it, you can pause and get the part number and everything. All right, let's go on to the next. Now this one's gonna be a little trickier because I have to take off a lot of this stuff here. Yeah, a lot of these hold downs have to come out. Then this comes up off of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. Hold on. All right, so I took these 3 bolts off. That one there, that one there, that one there. They're all 10 millimeters, by the way. And to get these out, no, sorry, 1, 2, 3. These are 10 millimeters. And to get these out, you gotta push down in there on that little, tab, right in between there, and that'll pop these out. Like, yeah, I kind of need 2 hands to do it, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so got this all the way off. I'm gonna just set it to the side, just like it is. And now I got all this disconnected. These kind of go one way, just like that. So now it's time to pull the battery out. I'm gonna need 2 hands, so you gotta do that TV magic again, or internet magic. So I just use the 2 handles on top of the battery, pull them up like that, and pull it up and out. All right, let's get the new battery and stick it in there. All right, got the new battery set down in there. Now I'm just go ahead and reverse the process of how I took everything off. All right, let me get at it. Here's a tip. Plug these 3 in before you set this down or bolt anything down. They're kind of hard to get in. So plug these 3 up first while you have it up like this. And then you can go ahead and put everything else back in place. All right. And don't forget, these come with a cover over there. Take the black thing off when you're done. A lot of people forget. All right. You keep going. All right, I got all these snug down. Don't use your ugga-dugga gun because it's a little too powerful. So tighten them down by hand with your ratchet just to be on the safe side. So now I'm going to put the smaller battery in here before I hook the negatives or anything else back up. Stay tuned. All right, so if you get to this point here, you notice this battery, the original, has these little bolts that stuck up, look like they're Torx, and this one doesn't. So I am going to see if I can just take these off and put them on the other one. Let's see what happens. All right, it is a, let's see, what is this? E5. That's what it looks like. E5 inverted Torx. Just unscrew them. I think you can do this with a pair of pliers or something if you have to. You don't have to have the E-torque, but or even a small 6-point or something might do it. But I just happen to have the proper Torx socket, so I decided to go ahead and use it. It's just fairly simple. Don't lose it. It can be all bad. Then you'll be going to a hardware store trying to figure out some stuff. You're like, what do you need, sir? Oh yeah, I thought I can stick in there to hold down the battery because I'm dumb and I dropped the other one. Or clumsy. But anyway, here we go. Then I'm going to take my super shiny ratchet because I really barely used it and tighten it down. I'm not going to tighten it too tight, just snug. This is let me talk about this for a hot second. It's a super shiny, nice ratchet and a set I got from Amazon. I'll show you the set. This is a set. It's not a bad set, it works great, but it's weird. It has 1/2 inches and 3/8, but it does have a variety of a lot of neat things, a lot of good sizes. But if you're a mechanic and you work on stuff, it will irritate you trying to make things work the right size because it's inconsistent. Instead of just being all 3/8 or all 1/2 inches or 1/4 inch, it's a variety of them. So it's not bad. I keep it in the car. It's just a spare toolkit. Anyway, I'll put the link in the description for that. All right, back over here. All right, I got to put the camera down because I need both hands here. And just a second. All right, I got this battery back down in here. It's a pain in the butt to get in here, but because I didn't put the tie down or the piece in here to hold down for this battery, I'm able to wiggle it a little bit, which makes it a lot easier to get in here. So now I'm gonna start hooking these back up, putting the strap back across it, and put everything back together, just the way I found it. You never know I was here. It's like a ninja in the night. This battery hold down goes like one way. See the 2 slots right there? They fit in the 2 slots down here. See them? Trust me, they're there. All right, so now I have this strap tied down, that bolt right there, and this one, the other 10 for the battery. So now I'm gonna hook up the positives, and then once I get done hooking the positives back up the way I found them, then I'll hook up the negatives. That'll energize the vehicle. So let's get it moving. On a side note, put the screws in before you tighten the tie down. All right, now we're all done with the miniature van. The battery is in there, connected, fired right up. Like I said, hook up the negative battery cables last. Thanks for watching.